I've been wanting to interview somebody in this field for a long time. So when I saw your Instagram page, I was just like, yes, this is what I'm looking for. I want to talk to somebody like this. So we have a special effects and makeup artist this month to talk to. So I'm gonna let you have the floor. Introduce yourself and tell everybody what you do.
All right. My name is Dusa Art Layers. Basically, I started a art business. I basically do FX makeup, glam makeup, face painting, murals, and I also do like creative photo shoots.
Yes, and you do some awesome makeups. Like that's what caught my eye. I'm like, this is good. This is really good. Um, so my first question is, how long have you been in this area, in this field
Um,
of makeup, doing makeup and body art and all that?
Actually, it's been today, I guess, marks the year. So I've been doing it for a year professionally, like business wise. But every year, if you know me, around Halloween, I go big, I go all out. I'm known for, the creative costumes. So I've been doing it for like ever, far as Halloween and stuff like
Mm-hmm.
that. But far as like actually doing it professionally, making a business out of it, it's been a year.
Oh, it seems like you've been doing it much longer than just doing it professionally a year. It looks like you've been doing it a long time. And horror hooch, we love Halloween. That is our thing. That
Good.
is why we even have this podcast because Halloween is our thing. What
Good.
is um what's kind of the reason that you chose to start doing it professionally?
Well, I always wanted to be in the art field. So I am from Philadelphia, and I grew up into art, liking art.
Mhm.
That just was one thing that in the era where, like, if there was any issues, any problems in life or anything, I felt like art, I could do whatever I want.
Mhm.
No one control my art or what I want to do. So I got very detailed into that. Um, I guess in high school, I was into it. And then when I got out of high school, I did we have this thing that called Philadelphia Art Mural Projects. And that's
Mm.
basically a company where all around the city they do big murals and stuff. So I
Mm.
worked for them for a little bit. Uh,
Okay.
I did work far as like in the medical field, in the law enforcement field. It took a lot of my time where everyone knows artists, you need time to create.
Mhm.
And those type of EMS field I was in, I never really had the time to create. Um,
Mm. Mhm.
with, but I made sure no matter what, I would save like my personal days for like Halloween. Like, I'm gonna make sure I'm off for Halloween. I'm gonna make sure I got
Mhm.
time for Halloween. Cause listen, I
Right.
work, they already know I don't play about Halloween. I will
Okay.
not be working. You
You're my kind of
cannot
person.
draft me. I will not be here. So, I mean, and it got a lot of buzz, and everyone would be like, wow, you really did that? You didn't really do that. And I'm like, yeah. And it was like, you know, you're not supposed to be here. Why are you here? You can create and do things and make money for it. And I'm like, to be honest, like growing up, you know, it really wasn't, you can make money with art. It was
Mhm.
cool, but it wasn't in my head that, or people around me, you can make money in
Mhm.
art. So, in the law enforcement, stuff like that, losing my 9 to 5 job, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just go really what I really want to do.
Mhm.
It's something I really want to do. Let me try it out. Let me see. And that's how I started.
Well, I'm certainly glad that you did. And that's a long road to doing that. Pursuing your dreams is hard sometimes
Yes.
because you always
Yes.
stuck between, these bills got to be paid, but
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know, but when you get to that point where it's like your passion is what's like driving you and it's that driving force, and it's just like I have to do this. I have to, I have to tap into this. When it's just like gnawing at you, it's like you really have to follow it, because when you really have a passion for something and when you're really good at something, it's gonna have you in a chokehold, and eventually you're gonna have to like, okay, what can I do to do this? And you don't want to be a person that has like regrets about not following your dreams because you didn't have time, or lack of resources and all that good stuff. So I'm really glad that you decided to do this, because you're really, really good at it. I'm going to tag her Instagram page in this video, and I want you guys to go and see some of her artwork for yourselves. So now, being that you love Halloween and this is a horror podcast, what inspires your horror makeup?
Wow, I give it all to my mother.
Mm-hmm.
My mom is a big giant like horror fan. Like growing up, that's all the type of movies she watched. The only movie to this day I still haven't seen yet, but I know a lot of it, that she wouldn't let me watch as a child, was Hannibalistic. That's the movie that she wouldn't let me see. But other than that, I was watching, Pinhead, Freddy Krueger,
Same.
all of that.
Same.
Jaws. It's a
Same.
movie out called, it's an old movie, Werewolf in London.
Mm-hmm.
Movies like that.
All the classics, all the
Yes, all
Michael,
the
Chucky,
classics.
Jason, all
Yes.
all the
Yes. So,
classics. Yes.
what inspires me far as that is definitely my mom and creating that part. And with the horror makeup, it's really story characters I like more.
Mm-hmm.
I'm into the gore and everything, but if it's a story behind it, I like it. I like
Mm-hmm.
stories that I gotta research, or I gotta really find out how did he get like that, what happened. I'm into those.
Yes, we actually just on our Horror and Hooch Facebook page, I posted a video, the one where you did the Hellraiser um outfit. I'm like, this girl is like, this is like really creative.
Yeah. Yeah, everyone was really like, before that it was Medusa. It was a couple others, but this one was really big for everybody. Not only that, when I did it that year, nobody was in detail about Pinhead that year. Like, I did it the year where Pinhead wasn't even thought of.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody was caring less about him. Like, so I think that would really, and then after that, Pinhead was out. The next year, Pinhead was everywhere. People was doing Pinhead. So I'm actually I'm thinking about bringing him back out for Philadelphia is having a Comic-Con in April. Yeah, so I might go there, and well, I'm not gonna say might. I am. I will be there for every day of it.
Awesome.
Dressing up as something else. So I'm definitely going.
Any ideas?
So I'll probably bring him
back out. Any ideas of what you want to do now? Now that you've already set the standard, and we see some of your special effects makeup and costumes, what are you thinking?
Well, after that year for Halloween, I did do Alien. I did do an Alien. So I did all the big tail and all that.
Wow.
Yeah, I handmade that. I did all that. So this year, I don't never say what I'm going to do as far as for Halloween, like what but I will say this year, I want to be comfortable. I still want to be in disguise. So of course you won't know who I am, but whatever I'm going to do, I'm going to be comfortable. The Alien one, which I will bring back out for Comic-Con, it was movie. It was 100% movie like. The tail
Wow.
was huge, the head was huge. I don't know, did you ever notice the pictures? But it was to have really fun and everything.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta make sure that whatever party I go to, it has to be a big party because I got this big tail, I got that big head, and everyone, you know, I love Halloween, but at the same time, people don't know this. I hate it. Far as I never really fully enjoy myself because every 5 seconds it's a picture.
Oh,
So as a
they want to
celebrity,
see. They
letting
want to
people know if
know.
you really want to be famous and stuff and all that, you have to be mentally prepared because there's going to be times where you really don't want to take a picture or you really don't want to interact, but you have to be realistic. You're in a
Mm-hmm.
costume that no one never seen before, so dope. Then when
Mm-hmm.
they find out, this is the key question that I always get: Is she? Is she? If you don't mind me asking, are you black? People do that in every costume I wear. They want to know what color I am because the costumes that I wear, I have no color. You can't tell.
Mm-hmm.
And it's always, if you don't mind me asking, or you'll hear people in the background, it gotta be a black girl with a body like that. Like, it's always, and it's like, does it really matter?
I think in a way it is. I think it's empowering for some of us to
Yeah.
see because we don't like name a black special effects makeup artist. Name, how many
Yeah,
black
you're
women
right.
do you see
Yeah, you're right.
actually making these wonderful costumes and going all in and stuff for Halloween. So it's just like the people that see this, like we're like trying to find our tribe out here because we're like
Yeah.
so far and few in between. I used to watch, I don't know if you remember Face Off on Sci-Fi Channel.
I heard of it, but I maybe watched a glimpse of it
Oh no,
because,
that was
yeah, go
my
ahead. Go ahead.
show. That was my
Yeah.
show. And it
Yeah.
was about special effects artists and the makeup artists and then putting together all these sci-fi and horror and monster costumes and stuff like that. And they would have like different guest judges to come on there. And I don't even need one whole hand to count how many black women were on the show.
Wow.
And that was a show that I really, really liked because in my mind, I'd be like, dang, I wish I could do this. Like my creativity comes in a literary style. Like I can write about it all day,
Okay, good.
but as far as being able to put it together, I'm like, I
Yeah.
would just be watching it like, I wish I could do that. And I think out of all the seasons it had to be somewhere between 8 to 10 seasons. I think only one black person won. It's a black guy.
Uh,
And that even made it that far. So to see somebody that like does this special effects and then like and saying like I love horror, I'm like, where are we? Where are these people at? Oh, there's one.
yeah. Yeah.
There's one. There's the black cosplayers. I love it. Um, so tell me, what is your favorite horror movie?
Oh. Okay. So,
Or maybe your top five then.
like, people might not really believe this, but top off my head as a child growing up and everything, I don't know. But all right, I'm gonna just name this one. But I really liked the Evil Dead.
Oh, really?
And I really liked it. And I really liked it. The Hills Have Eyes. I'm
uh,
weird. I
mm-hmm.
was into it. It was weird, but I did. Those is one of my movies. But if I had to really pick, it would really be a movie that I could keep watching over and over again. It would be Pinhead. It would be Pinhead.
Really?
Yes, it's the one where his whole crew come out, the cameraman, the girl with the smoke, all of them gang up on her. That's the best part. I could watch that every day, all day.
Well, see, and the thing is about our good friend Pinhead, it ain't like he was just sitting around messing with people. Like you got to like conjure him, like for him to like, you
Yes,
know,
exactly.
he ain't
I
got no
loved it.
special
I loved it.
holiday. He ain't got no, I'ma come around this time. He ain't got no
Nope.
vendetta against
Nope.
nobody.
Nope.
But you
He
mess with
minds
his
his
boss,
business.
you the one call upon him.
Yep.
That's your fault.
Yep. He's minding his business in his own world.
Exactly. Like you bring him upon yourself. And then I
True.
can't feel sorry for you. He said this one line in a movie, and I will never forget it. And I had to watch one up because let me tell you, Hellraiser used to scare the best out of me. And I don't
Says
scare
that.
easily.
Everyone says that. Everyone says that.
Hellraiser, Puppet
Why?
Master, and Dude with the Bees. I don't even say his name, but them the
Oh,
only
Puppet
ones that used to scare me.
Master.
Other than
I just
that,
watched that like 3 days ago.
other than that, I don't scare easily. But the
Yeah.
Hellraiser, and he told somebody one time, he was just like, I will rip apart your soul. And I was just like, so they gonna be dead. Like you ain't got no chance to live. Like
Yeah,
your
like
spirit ain't even
Saw.
gonna be here
I'm gonna
no
be
more.
honest with you. Yeah, Saw don't. I liked it. Saws, don't get me wrong, but it's nothing compared to Pinhead. And I think people was really scared because Pinhead was kind of almost like a Judgment Day type of guy. But just like you said, you had to wake him up.
Mm-hmm.
And when he come, he's not coming to play, and his jokes be realistic.
Exactly. Like he ain't playing no games.
Like,
I'm just like, so I can't even die and then live a net. Like you really gonna like take me out.
yeah.
And the thing is, just like he's like, when I tell you this, believe me. So
Yes.
oh, that's it. I have not heard many people say Hellraiser is like one of their favorites. Because most people be like, oh no, he scared me. I can't do it. It's too much.
When I was in the outfit, this is crazy. So I have the box, right?
Mm-hmm.
I have the box, and my box actually do open and, do the thing, right?
Crazy.
So when I brought it, no lie, when I first brought the box and I was going to do it for Halloween, I brought it like months ahead because I couldn't create that. I didn't have time to create it. So I brought it months ahead. I said, listen, I don't want to lose this. Mom, can I keep it at your house? When I brought it to my mom's house, my cousins and everyone sitting there, everyone's like, don't put it on the table. I'm like, it's fake. It's fake. They like, put it in the closet. I said, Mom, where is it? She's like, it's in the hallway closet. We put it all the way in the... I said, Mom, you know it's not real. Like, you know it's not real, right?
It's that fear that's still being there. They're like, I don't know, like you might, but yeah, they might have told you what was fake. It could be real. You can't do that to Black people because we crazy. We funny acting about stuff like that. Like, no, how you know it's fake? How you know?
People,
was you there?
People would know it's me in the costume and still be like, I know it's you, but like I need you to back up. And I'm like, all right, okay, all right.
I had a friend in college, and I know he's gonna end up seeing this interview. His name is Brian, and he loves Halloween just as much as I do.
Okay.
And mind you, we went to HBCU. He had a Chucky doll, and it would sit in the passenger seat of his car.
Oh,
and at night, it's like you could see Chucky walking past. Like people would be scared to like walk past his car at night. They'd be like, "I'm gonna go around this way, or I'm gonna go around the back. I'm not walking from the Chucky."
Dangerous.
That's just how we act. And on the lines, you might not have your drink today, but what is your favorite drink? I have to ask this question for Desiree. That's her favorite question to ask. But what is your favorite
drink?
And
her feelings gonna be hurt because I don't even drink. So with that being, I'm sorry. So with that being said, I like pineapple juice on the rocks. Like when I go to a bar or something, I ask for that to be cute. I'll be like, let me get pineapple juice on the rocks. And they be like, and I'll be like, pineapple juice. You heard what I said.
Right.
and then they be like, and I'll be like, how much? They be like, get out of my face. I'll be like, all right. My free pineapple juice. I don't care. I don't drink.
Let me get a virgin daiquiri, a virgin margarita. And
yeah. But I'm that and like a virgin like pina colada.
Mm-hmm.
I really like pineapple. Yeah.
That kind of thing. Oh, don't worry. We know people that don't drink either. Be like, well, just picture as virgin. That's all right.
And I'm into weird cups. I'll say that. I'm in a weird cup.
See now, then let's see. We can get with that. Like I'll have what is this today? My my more booze, please.
Yeah,
Cup.
this is not a camera lens. It's actually a cup. Like, yeah, I be having stuff like that. I got one more right here, like a skull cup, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And you got a skull cup and be drinking juice.
I know.
No gin, just the juice.
Nope, that's it. Yeah.
Well, question.
Yes.
Being that people ask you this question a lot because they want to know, is this a Black girl making this costume? Do you personally know any other Black makeup artists or special effects artists? Oh yeah, think about that one.
Yeah, because you know what? Like, now that I think about it, no. Like, everyone that I know that's really in this business that I got to, like, get a little close to, like, on social media and stuff, they're Caucasian. And they're actually more Caucasian males than women that I know. Like, so to be honest, no. In Philadelphia, no. No.
Yeah, we got to see. That's why you got to.
Yeah.
We got to start. We got to put you out there and say her. You know. I'm telling you. I said her page is gonna be tagged in this video. This video is gonna be posted on our Horror and Hooch Facebook page. It's gonna be on our YouTube page. Like, we need people to know your name, because like when I looked at your page, I'm like, why don't people know this? Why don't people know who she is? You know what? You know, maybe you need to come down here to Georgia.
I know. I think it's because too. I am.
Come on to Georgia.
Listen, the media is really helping artists, because like I'm one of them art people that actually is like an introvert with my art. Like I don't really, just like, I got people that know that I do art. I have my own mother. When I told her that I was going to do Aliens versus Predator and stuff like that, I had my own mother tell me, like, how are you going to do that? And then when she see it, she'd be like, you really made that? Like, I have my own mother, and I'm like, Mom, you watch me grow. You know I'm into art. There's people that be like, wow. And it's like, they know that I do art, but not that serious. And then on top of that, I didn't graduate from no art school. I didn't do no, college, art college, FX college, this, that. This is really get the product, make it, find a way that it's comfortable for me to put on me, or what's flexible, or what's ways to use this. It's really came from me. Yeah. So I think the problem is too, is like, I'm not good with really advertising and getting it out there, because art was always so personal for me. It was always my little safe haven. Like, I didn't care what you thought about my art. I didn't care how you felt about it. I would walk down the street with my art on or whatever, and I know that that's mine, that's me. You wouldn't understand because you're not in this field, and I understand that. So now it's like, I actually do it far as a business. It's kind of like, now I have to care. It's like, if I got a client, I have to care what they're looking for, what they like, what are they interested in? Do they like this? Do they like that? So, media has helped me, because whatever I make, I can post it. If people like it, it draws people in that wants to be in, instead of me trying to like figure out how, it definitely helps. I suck at that. That's my downfall.
I think it might just be a artist thing. Like our fifth wall artist, he's the same. He's so introverted, and most people, when they see his, he's in his art, a lot of his art is personal too. But when like we post like like my pictures from my comic books and film posters, they're like, who did this? Who did this art? Who drew this? Who did this? And we're like, you got to post more. You have to put this out. You got to tell people. But he's just like so humble and introverted. But it's just like, no, people need to see y'all stuff. Yeah. Like, people need to see the creative geniuses that like come from our culture. But I
Yeah.
get it. We be trying to push ours on out there to the spotlight with his stuff too. I understand. So with this being your first year doing this professionally, and you're gonna the with your art and your product, you're gonna do like wonderful in this. Where do you see yourself going with this in the future?
I
Like
would like
videos and film. Like, where do you see
well
this
well
going?
that's the goal. That's really the goal. I would like to do movies and films, definitely. One more thing is I'm in the process of trying to like get the business, a good comfortable steady pace of
Mhm.
flowetry.
Mhm.
Flow where I can have my just a place that is just a studio of my own. And
Mhm.
really, it would be nice to have that. I would like to have a business where I have my own studio, it's my own. I would like it to the level that I get to a point where I can actually hire people and teach people. Like I actually
Mm.
don't want to be the person where Dusa Art is actually a studio where you can go make a movie or do business or do makeup, do photography, that, where it's more of I'm not just the only one anymore. I would like,
Mhm.
I'm talking about further in the future where I have a team where it holds my weight,
Mhm. Yeah.
not
Mhm.
just me. Because there are times where if I'm already doing a children paint package or something like that, and there's a makeup client that works at the same time, of course I can't do that. You know. But it would be nice to sooner or later get to a point where you got employees. I would like
Mhm. Mhm.
that.
I
Get
think so.
some
I
real
think that would be
professional
great.
employees
Yes, and you
that's
having these
into it.
black owned art studios and teaching other people what you do, especially when it's not that many of us. I'm pretty sure, like myself, I'll just be like, dang, I wish I knew how to do that. Like
Yeah, yeah.
I said, I just keep me in my art with a pencil because this stuff and it's amazing. I love special effects makeup. I love cosplay and stuff like that, and to see
Well,
somebody's a
you're
reflection of me that could
definitely
do that.
you're definitely important too. When it comes to definitely that in a movie, everyone role is very important because I can have the eye for whatever your mind wants. You get what I'm saying? So if you're writing it down, every detail,
Hmm.
I want something that, just like for instance, one of my other movies that I like is called Pumpkinhead. Now, the
I like
guy,
part two. That's the
now
one.
let's say the person who described, like, a regular person, Pumpkinhead, they might think of a real pumpkin head.
Hmm.
But the person that wrote it out could have said, he looks deformed. I want him to look as if he looks like he's rooted from a pumpkin. You get what I'm
Hmm.
saying? I would be the person that bring it to life, and then you're like, wow, that is kind of still a pumpkin. But
Hmm.
I never thought that it would be like, a human body pumpkin.
Yes, and
Yeah,
that's
so
what I love
everyone role
about the
is very
artists, and
important.
they exactly how they can like take that, like when they like bring him up, taking my vision of my words and putting it, into something, that people can like see and touch and grasp, like that. That's amazing. I'll be trying to make everybody get in film. Like I have one of a friend that's like a friend that's she's an intimacy coach, a sex therapist. And I'd be like, girl, you ever thought about film too? They be needing intimacy directors and stuff on set. And she was just like, no, I ain't never thought about it.
Oh
And
my
then
goodness.
one day she's just like, you put this thought in my mind. And she's just like, she signed up for these courses and then training to get a certification to be like an intimacy coordinator. And so
Oh,
like, I mean like everybody
okay.
black, come on.
Okay.
Everybody, come on. But that is wonderful. You are going to do great and wonderful things in the future. I would love to see you have studios and being filmed. If you ever in Georgia, you need to let us know Like for real,
Yeah.
if you ever come this way, you need to holler at us.
I'm gonna have to travel.
You
The
got
type
to.
of business I do, I'm gonna be honest, Philadelphia, I mean, we have it, but not like that. Like, so I would have to travel. I'm going to travel. I'm getting there. But to be seen, to get further
Mhm.
out, and I know there's a lot of places, a lot of competitions and stuff. They don't be in Philly. They
Mhm.
don't. You know,
That's all. It's like you got to come on out here
I
a
know
couple
I have
times.
to
You got
travel.
to come out here a couple times. They
Yeah.
would love you would love it here. They would love you here. That's why I'm just like we got to tell people about her, and we are gonna have to have you back up here with Desiree. Look out for us around Halloween. If you see me message you around like Halloween, like because we go in during the month of October every year. We like just doing stuff during the month of October.
Well,
Uh,
it's real. It's deep. It's deep for me.
yeah,
So you got the right person because Halloween time is serious.
it is. I'm
I
telling
don't
you,
play
every
with
October is not
no
no game.
everyone that
Right.
knows me. I don't play with that.
Exactly. Girl, I start in September. September is like pre-Halloween for me. I'm like, okay, let's get started. I got to decorate. I got
What
to
is this?
plan.
What is this? In June, I'm already working on a costume.
See,
In June, I
that's why I
already
was like, you are kind of people.
like speaking to you now. I already know my costume. I just got to get material and start making it.
I'm telling you, I be in my mind, what are we gonna do? Because we dressed up in October. At least we dressed up a couple of times.
Uh,
Even for our yeah, we dressed up for our podcast, and my daughter loves Halloween. Like, should I let her pick out her own
Thank you so much.
costumes? And
Somebody just said Medusa is Halloween. Thank you so much. I really
yes, that's what I'm just like. You are kind of people. So
am.
I'm glad that I got a chance to talk to you and we got to learn about you. So don't be surprised if we hit you back up around close to Halloween. So I don't know what we always have some crazy stuff planned, the different type of shows and whatnot. So I don't know what we're gonna do this year, but just know
All right.
we got to talk to you again.
Definitely.
And thank you so much for doing this interview with us. And like I said, I got my tag you in everything. People, go follow her on Instagram and follow her on TikTok and Facebook. You are going to love her art. You are going to be blown away by this. This is a Black makeup artist, special effects artist. She is, somebody I've been looking to interview for a while. So if you love cosplay and all that good stuff, please follow her page. Philly people, go see her.
I know, right?
If you in Philly, choose her as your makeup artist.
I know.
And happy Black History Month, Desiree. We will see you
Yes.
next podcast. And thank you again for joining us.
Thank you. It was fun. It was great. I was a little nervous, but I made it.
No, we have fun here.
I made it.
Next time
Thank
we're
you.
gonna have you a virgin drink ready.
All right. Thank you.
Bye everyone.
Bye.